Hello, my name is Katie Anderson and I am with the Central York School District. For my personal learning network resource, I have chosen to use Symbaloo. What I really like about this site is that it organizes everything for me personally as an educator now, but also as a soon-to-be school administrative leader. I was able to search and select pre-existing pages like National Geographic, high school education pages, William Shakespeare's information, from other Symbaloo users. In Symbaloo terms, these pages are called mixes of resources on a particular subject. Not only was I able to select pre-existing mixes for my current content area of English, but I was also able to create my own mixes on my personal needs. On my main page that I created, the middle section down is personal resources that I use on a monthly basis during the semester, but not daily. The first two rows of information include links that are my daily visited professional and administrative links. I have my district's website here, but I also have another district website here. This link pertains to Leadership Standard Number 1. This link takes visitors into my district's website, and visitors can view the direction, goals, and vision of the district. This site provides communication on learning in our mass customized learning environment. This information is available for any person who would like to learn more about our district and how we are enhancing our curriculum. The site originated as a localized source regarding our progressive schools for community members, stakeholders, and educators. This site aligns with the habit number 2, beginning with the end in mind. We have this vision that we want our learners to be intrinsically motivated to learn and that they want to learn through projects and problem solving. This website shows the teams within the ecosystem that work to identify ways that we as a district can better help our students make more out of their education. Each of these teams have district employees from all the grade levels, students, community members, and board members. These teams provide everyone with more information on the opportunity to influence the happenings of the district. This characteristically lends itself well to Leadership Standard Number 1. Leadership Standard Number 2 is represented through my use of Schoology. This learning management system provides my students with multifaceted learning environment where they can choose to do project-based learning, hybrid, or flipped learning approach. I also provide them with all the information for the various units and curriculum, and both the student and teacher can track progress and completion. This provides students with agency. All work is aligned through the PA core, and students have access to everything anytime that they need to review. Each of the items are within the folders for easy access for them, and they can even have a completion on them so that we can keep track of their progress. With everything being aligned to the PA core, it's important for me to have my standards aligned system on the Symbaloo page. By using my Schoology, I am able to have more time to be an effective teacher in the classroom. I provide more time for one-on-one conferencing with all of my students. This is an effective leadership approach because it really is providing each student with an individual learning plan based on their level of accessibility and their area of interest. The Buck Institute for Project-Based Learning is a really great resource for anyone in education to learn more about PBL practices and how to align things for all students that are rigorous and coherent to curricular and instructional programs. Performance Plus is our district's database that tells about the demographics, assessments, and past performances of all students, and includes everything from discipline records to attendance records for each child in each grade. This program allows teachers to make more educated decisions on the needs of students and if remediation is necessary, if the child has any learning plans, if a student has specific accommodations or modifications for learning. All of these resources fall within habit number 4 because presenting information for students to learn in a way that they can comprehend and they can access, which is in their choice of learning style, flipped or project-based, allows students voice and choice while providing teachers with time to conference with students and better track student performance. I provide learners all learners with information through Schoology coursework up front so that they can see all the units that will be studied over the semester. But I also communicate with my students through my Twitter page. I maintain transparency for my course and expectations while meeting my students through a platform in which they are comfortable, social media. Twitter is used as part of my professional learning network so that I can collaborate with educators around the world. I also use Twitter to host book chats or class discussions with my students. This is a win-win for students because they can access things through their social media and the applications in which they are the most familiar. Class and communication becomes less intimidating for students and actually pretty fun. I also share my What is School Scoop It resources from my Twitter and LinkedIn personal learning networks. Leadership standard number 3 is located on my second Symbaloo mix, RSS feeds. RSS feeds give me the taglines of information regarding the different topics and current events in the media. I follow the Learning Network, Edutopia, Education Week Parent Involvement. The first 2 feeds help identify needs and trends of today's educational system. These resources provide the latest information on progress in education. These feeds and the resources available through the other mix, specifically Performance Plus, Teacher Logic Grades, and Schoology, ensure that administrators and educators have the tools to accurately and efficiently assess and respond to the needs of students. These resources also open communication among colleagues to help each other collaborate and problem solve within classrooms. The parent involvement feed mentioned before lends itself to leadership standard number 4 because these are published articles by parents talking about different things that they see happening in education and how they view those trends and changes. Parents' voices, questions, and concerns allow me to anticipate adverse feelings or challenges that parents might face regarding education. Not only does this meet the expectation of being proactive as outlined for Habit 1, it also aligns with the habit number 7, sharpening the saw. In seeking information about parent perspective and reviewing data from district databases, educators can better create learning plans and environments that are responsive to student and family needs. In proactively creating a course, a teacher does begin with the end in mind, but this information can effectively provide students and families with specific information regarding the district, academics, and resources. The learning management system of Schoology and free websites like Weebly become a one-stop shop for students and families, thus reducing extensive communications about the happenings within the school and classrooms. This allows for administrators and educators to be freed up for larger issues that could be faced. It also allows for administrators and educators to take care of oneself. In reducing the stress of what can be seen as frivolous questions about daily happenings in a course or around a building, one can focus efforts on the important responsibilities of student behavior, management, and academic goals. Using resources like a district website or Weebly page that many can access through their phone, laptop, tablet, or computer not only feeds into Habit 1, but also Habit number 7. If a leader is prepared for the week, month, year, using goal setting, calendars, and district and school mission statements, and she is able to communicate as much of that as possible to all stakeholders in education, then the leader is better able to take care of herself. In anticipating the needs of students and their families and community members, as a leader, I am better able to take care of myself and make sure that I have things covered by letting people understand what is happening so that I can really focus on the important aspects of education, like taking care of my students and educators and putting them first. As a leader, I want to be knowledgeable as many trends and issues in education as possible. Leadership standard number 5 is met through my use of Schoology as my learning management system and Weebly as the in-depth site that provides transparency with everything that is happening in my classroom. I also at times use a blog for my reflective practice, and I maintain a Google Doc for more specific reflective practices of what's happening in my classroom. And I have all of that linked over here in my Symbaloo as well. Much of this goes with habit number 5, seek first to understand and then to be understood. All of my resources in which I can reach out to other individuals, like my Twitter account and Weebly account, and the RSS feeds, are important to show my value in all stakeholders and perspectives. Every person needs to know that they are appreciated and their thoughts on education are valid within this habit. Leaders should demonstrate transparency so that few items, if any, get lost in translation. It is really important for me to seek first, to understand, and then to be understood. I want my students and their families to talk to me and to have a platform for communication. That is why I value all the different groups I have represented on my Symbaloo, and ones that I am part of through the district as a teacher leader. I want to provide ample opportunity for anyone who wants to be involved in education to have their voice heard, to attend board meetings, or to attend other community school-based meetings. It is important for all stakeholders to have a say in the direction that our school district is moving. Which leads me to leadership standard number 6. My RSS feeds lead me to collaboration opportunities with other organizations and professionals. Habit number 6 drives home the need for resourcefulness. There is no need to start something that is brand new when others are available to share their ideas and experiences. Some of the Symbaloo tiles link me to the collaborative work I have done with the Pennsylvania Department of Education on state assessments. It is during those collaborations with PDE that I advocate for my students and my teachers in my building. This is my self-actualized habit number 3. The fact is, people in education have a voice if they choose to do so. I have found my voice through becoming a teacher leader within my building, through my work with PDE, and through PDK, Phi Delta Kappa. Collaboration is key within my leadership vision. I want to do what is best for my students, my staff, and education, but that needs to come through an educated perspective. Partnerships with others in the community and within various influential groups in education build trust, perspective, and understanding. This is also why I maintain a personal website on Weebly that covers all of the different collaborations I have done and all the workshops that I have run. It is set up to allow people to further access the materials that I have created in the past and allow them to access the best possible materials and resources in order to practice what works in education. In order to make positive change, I must be willing to actively pursue that change by delving into the depths of education. It is extremely important to give everyone a fair chance at education. As a leader, I will maintain socially responsible ways to communicate with other professionals and school members. The link to Storify Archive maintains discussions from a weekly Twitter chat that I do with What is School? This resource is one that I may refer back to at any point that I may experience a particular question or issue within education. This archive will allow me to explore conversations among other educational professionals and learn their perspectives and potential solutions to issues I may deal with as a school leader. As I reflect upon this field experience, I learned that there are universal trends in education, but there are also trends and issues specifically pertaining to my own district. No matter what, this field experience has been a win-win for me. Not only have I been able to explore incredible resources available through social media, but I've also been able to organize those resources into an easy-to-use and access format through Symbaloo.